Power Monday. How y'all feeling? Let's talk about it, y'all. Digga. Power Monday. All right, let's get it popping, y'all. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Daily Go Get a Missing Show. It's the daily. It's the Daily Go Get a Missing Show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it wins? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be all right. We talking about smash or trash tonight. Smash or trash tonight. So basically, what we talking about tonight is we talking about when something is a smash. When something is a smash, that means that is good. Now, for all of y'all horny cats out there, y'all was probably thinking like, oh, do you mean smash or pass? No, not necessarily. We're talking about a smash. You know, when a record is a smash, that means that it's a hit. So we're going to talk about something that hits or misses, basically. But we're going to do it in a form of not songs, even though if y'all want to do it, y'all want to do a part of it like that, we could do it. But not songs, but people, movements, regimes, groups, nouns, people, places, things, and ideas. Smash or pass. So I got a bunch of things I've been thinking about. You know, some things that are going on in today's social, political climate, and I want to see what y'all think about them. You know, we're gonna talk about sports a little bit. You know what I mean? There are a lot of things happening, even though it's the off season with the NFL, and there's some things happening in the NBA. We had the All-Star game. We already had the All-Star game, right? Like, I'm so far removed from the NBA right now. I don't even know when the All-Star game ain't what it used to be in any sport. I mean, can we agree on that? All-Star games are not what they used to be in any sport. You know, in All-Star games, defense pretty much goes south, but you do still try to win the game. But the way they're doing it now with the NBA, I know with the NBA right now, every game seems like an all-star game. But like the scores that I'm seeing in the NBA, you can't tell me that they have officiating. Like the scores are like 130, 140 points. 100. I mean, am I wrong? Where my NBA fans out there? Where my basketball fans out there? One thing about basketball fans is that they make themselves very, very visible. But so where are my NBA fans out there? Why are the scores of the games so high now? Like, if you ever see a NBA game with that only score like 90 points. As a matter of fact, I haven't seen an NBA game that scored under 100 points, and I don't know how long. So that lets me know that like defense is not a thing. It's not what it used to be. We used to have NBA games that would be like 95 to 84. Like the D was getting it in. They were stopping you from scoring. I know when I check the bum ass Sixers now, the Sixers game like tonight. Let me see the final score. Come on, man. What are we doing? Get that out of here. You trying to sell me on this Samsung wallet shit. I don't want to see that. Let me see. The score on the Sixers game tonight was 119 to 102. That was pretty low scoring from what I've been seeing lately. I know the other night it was like 100 and it was like 142 to 120 something. I'm like, how do you get your ass whooped and still score that high? So this is what I'm going to do. What has been the highest scoring NBA game this season? No. The highest scoring NBA game this season was on November 15th, 2025. November 15th, 2025 hasn't even come yet. What are you talking about? All right. Let me see. It says the Memphis Grizzlies scored 151 points versus the Suns on Tuesday. What let me see, was that this season? Yeah. Wait a minute. And they did it on the day after Christmas last year. 12-26. They scored 155 points. Last season, the Pacers scored 157. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we? That don't seem odd to y'all. Shout out my peoples, man. What's going on? T Carry right morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And Shirley Sher, the world's most precious, the greatest pearl in the world. What's going on? Good to see you, girl. And Kevin Mackin, what's good, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on through. He says, liking the percussion. I appreciate you. And Recco, what's good, Recco? Predict, what's good? Dimples D's is in the house. What's going on, Dimple? What's going on, Dimples? And Predict says the problem is there's rarely a player who can play amazing on both ends now. But still, I'm just trying to figure out why the games are scoring that high. That's ridiculous. It's the same 48 minutes in the game. It's not like they've extended it. It's the same 48 minutes, 12 minutes a quarter. Like what? How do you? What kind of defense are you playing where you're scoring 157 points? Did you shoot all? Did all five players on the court score 3-pointers? Like y'all shot nothing but threes and got fouled? Bunch of and ones? I don't know, man. I don't know. Something don't seem right. Predict says you either a player putting up 25 a night, or you a player grabbing boards, or third. I don't know. Defense is finite, while offense is infinite. Well, yeah, and of course, offense is going to be infinite if defense is lacking. If you're just going to let them. But I've been seeing some crazy stuff, like the calls that the refs used to make back in the day. Like traveling just ain't what it used to be. Doubling ain't what it used to be. It ain't what it used to be. Yeah, remember when AI first came out and he had that long crossover and they made him get rid of it. They made him get rid of it. They said he was walking. Okay. So now you can do it. 30 years later, after AI, now you can. And I'll be seeing cats be taking, like, remember, it used to be 3 steps. You couldn't take 3 steps without a dribble. Now I'm seeing cats be taking 4 or 5. I'm counting like, oh, okay. Oh, they changed the game. So I understand how they're getting up to like 100 and maybe over 100 points, but 150 points, 130 a night, 120 points is expected with each team every night. I don't know. That's just crazy. So let's take today's NBA versus yesterday's NBA. Today's NBA, smash or trash? Compared to yesterday's NBA, let's take it back. How far do we have to go back to get some decent NBA ball? I'm going to say 25 years. So in the year 2000, that was like right after the Jordan era. Yeah, let's take it back 25 years. NBA, smash or trash? Is it a smash? Is it good or is it trash? Do you watch it? Does it attract you? Are you setting your games on the DVR like you used to do on the VCR to make sure that you see the games, or is it trash? Smash or trash? Is it a smash or is it trash? What is it? What is it? That's what we doing tonight. That's what we doing tonight. Predict says, what I mean by that is there is only so much defense you can play. Players are getting better at offense. Yeah, but that means that they're not getting better at defense. You look at the 90s Knicks teams. They stopped teams from scoring. They did. They played D. They played D a lot better than their offense. So they never won a championship, but Patrick Ewing team, they was good at defense. They could stop people from scoring. They could steal. They got good rebounds, and they block shots. They just didn't score. So defense is something that most young boys out here today they don't do. And honestly, I've been seeing the defense that is being done is they just hacking. Like, you got to do it the right way. But you ain't gonna tell me that there's any defense, because today's shooters ain't better than yesterday's shooters. I don't believe that. But I think the opportunities to be able to get off a shot are much better today than they were yesterday. Troy Diesel, what's going on, my dude? How you feeling? Good to see me some you, without a doubt. But y'all not answering the question though. Today's NBA, smash or trash? Is it a smash? Is it a hit? Or is it trash? I mean, can I get some answers? Today's NBA, smash or trash? I see that I'm gonna have to y'all acting like y'all don't hear me. I might have to. I'm gonna have to lead y'all into this concept. TK Wright says trash. Trash. Okay. Okay, you know what I'm gonna say? Okay. So today's NBA compared to Jordan's NBA, smash or trash? All right. Troy says it's trash for sure. All right. TK Wright says, I'm biased though because I played. No, that doesn't make you biased. It makes you informed. I would rather get an account from somebody who actually played ball than somebody that just watched all the time. I mean, you know, not that you can't know the game from just watching, but you know, a perspective is a perspective. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think today's NBA definitely has a lot of trash. And I'm gonna tell you why I think that is trash. I think that today's NBA is trash because although the players are bigger, they look stronger, they definitely pack on more muscle than the players did 30, 40 years ago. But they brittle. They are brittle. They hard, but they break easily. They a bunch of glass jaw, you know what I mean? Mushy knee type players. Look at Joel Embiid. And listen, the Sixers have been my only team ever. I do not play. I've never cheered for another team unless they played the Celtics or the Lakers. But anyway, but you look at Joel Embiid. By the way, Joel Embiid, smash or trash? Be honest. I think he's trash, even though I think he's smashed at the same time. I've never seen anybody at that size with that much talent, but a total waste. Can't be flopping all the time. You know what I mean? He act like a bitch. You know what I mean? He be flopping all over the place, and he always hurt. And when he comes back in, he hurt when he's back. He's hurt all the time. He's a sick player. Forget being on IR. He should be on Special Olympics. Come on, Joel. And I'm not one of those cats. I'm not one of those cats who say, well, um, he should just play through the pain like his ancestors did. I'm not going to say that because the money is a lot different now. And I think that every man, every woman should take care of their health because, you want a future of life after ball. And a lot of ball players can barely walk after they finish the NBA. They used to be running up and down the court. Now they can barely walk up and down the court. They can barely crawl. Knees done. If you haven't crawled in a while or did it doggy style on the floor, it ain't sweet like it used to be. You know what I mean? Y'all old heads, y'all don't be doing it doggy style on the floor like y'all used to. Before, you could do a doggy style on the floor all night long, and you wouldn't even get your knees scratched up. Try that shit now. Y'all 40 plus, 50 plus, even 60. Y'all, you're like, yo, you better get up in that bed where it's comfy. You better get up on that bed where it's comfy, son. You better mount that chick. But anyway. So I think Joel Embiid is trash, even though I think he smashed at the same time. So, but I'm going to go with trash. He can't stay healthy, and he ain't the only player. But I'm going to have to go with trash. Even when he won the MVP, he might have been the most unpopular MVP we ever saw. For those of y'all who are just coming in, this is this is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, and we are talking about smash or trash. So basically, a smash is a hit, and trash is, garbage. So we are comparing one thing to another. Right now, we're talking about the NBA. So we were asking the question: is today's NBA smash or trash compared to the Jordan era NBA? We only going back as far as that. Well, you can go back as far as you want to. For my NBA enthusiasts, you can go back as far as you want to. Is today's NBA as good as yesterday's NBA? Is it smash or trash? Ace World says knees be screaming. They do. Yo, man, they be crippled after they finish playing. So and Ace World says trash. I get it. Troy McNeil says he came in the NBA with bad knees. Remember? He didn't play for 2 years. His prime his prime came late. He had to wait for his prime. Remember, he played at Duke. He got hurt at Duke. He was a lottery pick. Those years where, and this is why I think the NBA is trash compared to yesterday's NBA trash. You can tank. The Sixers lost on purpose for 4 years straight. And it wasn't a secret. How could you do that? Like, we're going to lose every night so we can get a lottery pick. And them motherfuckers got the first pick every year. How did they do that? How did you do that? And they had good picks. So yeah, I say that NBA is trash. I think that Joel Embiid is trash. But let me sweeten the pot a little bit. Let me make it a little bit harder. What about LeBron James? Today's LeBron James. I'm not comparing him to yesterday's or anything else. Today's LeBron James. Is he past his prime? Is he smash or is he trash? I'm only talking about his NBA game, his basketball game. We're not talking about anything off field. I'm not talking about his philanthropy or his activism or anything like that, because he's definitely a smash in my book when it comes to that. But right now, Bron been playing since he was 18, straight out of high school. You know what I mean? So his accomplishments are unprecedented. Nobody has really done what LeBron has done. But today's LeBron, today, March 3rd/4th, is LeBron Smash or trash. TK Wright says smash. Ace World says all they do is shoot threes. Thank you. Because before you came on, I was asking, how are these games? How are these games all over 100 points now? I don't see a 90-point. I haven't seen a 90-point game this season. Last season either. They scored 120, 130. What? That used to be the All-Star game. That's why I say every game is the All-Star game. No D. No D. You just got to hope he miss. Oh, no, he played at Kansas. My bad. My bad. Yeah, my bad. My bad. But yeah, he was broke up. He came in. Garbage. Nah, man, but we got the number 1 pick. You know what I mean? We gonna fix him up, and he gonna be all that. And 2 years later, he was good. He was good. The Sixers are total trash. You could lose on purpose for 4 years. Then they wanted the coach. You remember Brett Brown? They made Brett Brown. First of all, they went to the NBA draft without a coach. Then they brought Brett Brown in after they made their picks. So I was like, this ain't going to work out. So they made the coach to lose for 4 years, and then they was like, all right, now I need you to start winning. We've tanked enough. We got our pieces the way we want them. Now go out there and win. Hold on. Oh, Troy, you're a little early. You have a call. But I'm gonna bring you in, but you gotta hold on for a minute. But yeah, so you was instructed to coach the team to lose so you could get more and more lottery picks, and then they turned it off and said, all right, nah, start winning. Like, these players don't know how to win. Their whole NBA career, if they was with this team, all we do was lose. And we did it on purpose. All right. Cheryl Hudson says he is trashy smash. You talking about Joel or LeBron? Okay, Ace World says smash. So LeBron is still good. Troy says today's LeBron James is smash, still top 5 in the NBA at age 40. He the GOAT. Okay, all right. You know what? I ain't gonna argue with that. Okay. Let's take it to the NFL. And I want to be specific here, because I want to go over some teams that were expected to really do well this year. And except for the Eagles, they all fell short. But, there's still a lot of chatter over the Kansas City Chiefs. A lot of people believe that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to come back stronger than they were last year, and they're going to set the world on fire and start their three-peat campaign again. A lot of people have said that. A lot of people said that the worst thing that the Eagles could have done was beat them. Smash or trash? Kansas City Chiefs. Smash or trash? And now you can be objective and you can be honest, because I think it might be hard for some people to call them trash, because they did win 2 Super Bowls in a row, and they would have won a third, had they played better, been better, and maybe if the stars had been aligned, whatever. So Kansas City Chiefs, smash or trash? What do you think? TK Wright says blah, 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 trash. I'm going to say trash for right now. I can't give them no smash right now. After that ass whooping they took. And what up, Noor? Noor, what's good? I ain't see you between the peoples there. I'm going to say for now, the Kansas City Chiefs are trash for right now. I can't speak on what they might do later on, but for right now, The Kansas City Chiefs are trash. What about the Detroit Lions? The Detroit Lions were projected they were supposed to be the NFL champs. They were supposed to be the Super Bowl champs. Now, I never subscribed to that, but they had all the right stuff. They won the number 1 seed. You know, they had a lot of injuries and stuff like that, but they were finding ways to win. They blew teams out. They had a really good season. But the Washington Commanders just came and wiped the floor with them. Because the defense couldn't stop nothing. Detroit Lions, smash or trash? I need y'all to participate. This show is not going to work if y'all don't participate. I'm about to bring Troy on in a second. But y'all can't be lazy in the chat. I know it's late night and all of that, but it's always late night when we do this show. Y'all got to step it up. You say the Detroit Lions are smash? Okay. All right, Cheryl Hudson says they might have been smashed until they had to face us. Then they became trash. Oh, you talking about KC, the Chiefs. All right, so what do you say? You say they might have been smashed, but they became trash, so they trash. All right, they trash. Okay, Troy McNeil says Detroit Lions a healthy smash. A healthy smash? Well, if you healthy and you so that just means that you're good. It would have been different if you said a healthy trash. All right, Jeff Sprayberry says Detroit regular season smash, playoffs pass. No pass. This is trash. Not. I know you used to pass because you thinking that sexual shit. Smash or pass. No, this is smash or trash, and we're not talking about smash as far as doing the nasty. We talking about smash as far as a hit. You know, when a record was a hit, it was a smash. It was a smash hit. That's the smash type time we on. Ace World says, haven't watched football since Kaepernick. God damn. Oh. You still kneeling? Kaepernick fooled us all. Kaepernick is trash. But I knew he was trash then. Kaepernick was trash. I knew he was getting paid. That's why he wasn't saying shit. I was like, Everybody else talking, he ain't saying shit. He's just kneeling in silence. All right. Ace World says, whole NFL trash. Nah, I totally disagree. I think the NFL is, out of all sports. Nah, I fucks with the NFL. But it's all good. An opinion is an opinion. Okay. So the Detroit Lions, maybe y'all say smash. Detroit Lions. I'm going to say Tremash. I think their window of opportunity may have closed. I don't think they're gonna do it. They don't have a history of being winners, and this was the year that they should have done it. They had an opportunity to beat San Francisco, and they coaching. Like, I don't know, man. Dan Campbell. I don't know. When it comes down to it, I don't know if he got what it takes. Jeff Sprayberry says, I wouldn't say the NFL is trash now, but it was way better back in the day when somebody could take a hit. Well, that's why I like this Super Bowl more than any other Super Bowl that I've ever watched. Because the Eagles was punching them in the mouth, literally. Even I'll say that Jalen Carter should have been penalized for what he did to Mahomes on that when Milton Williams strip sacked Mahomes. That motherfucker. Yo, we gonna be getting so many penalties because of Jalen Carter next season. Because he like to hit motherfuckers in the mouth. He goes for the head. He goes for the head. Troy says Detroit a smash until they play our Eagles. Yeah. Ain't nobody fucking with the Eagles. That's why I wasn't even gonna ask whether they smash or trash. I ain't trying to hear shit. I'm talking about bias. I'm more biased than Lynn. I mean, I'm sniffing coke and dying on that. All right. Anyway, my brother on the line was good. How you feeling tonight? How you feeling? Was good.
You know I'm feeling good, brother, man. It's always good to be amongst family. How everybody doing in the podcast? Always a pleasure.
Always. Good to see you. Good to hear you.
Man. Look, bro, first and foremost, I'm glad you got this show on tonight, man. I needed to talk to some people, find out, just to hear another people's voice at times, man. You know what I'm going through. But, Sixers, ever since we had, what was his name? Remember we had got that number one draft pick, Michael Carter?
Yeah.
He got Rookie of the Year. Then we traded him.
Mm-hmm.
Which was stupid. Mm-hmm. Right? Then we turned back around. The stupidest trade we ever made. Not trade. The dumbest thing we ever did was we got the ball
Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday.
We had Drew Holiday. He's doing great. He won what? Two championships. One with the Celtics and one with Milwaukee Bucks.
Nerlens Noel.
Well, he's not. He's shaky.
My thing is, you know, the Sixers' Achilles heel historically has always been the center position. Then we had three whole able-bodied good centers.
Yeah,
and we had no point guard.
Yeah, and then we had the boy. What's his name? The boy that we got when we could have got Jason Tatum at number one. We traded to go to number one, and we could have got Jason Tatum, but we got the guy that the boy that lost his mojo. What's his name? Damn, I forgot his name. He played for Orlando Magic now. We traded for Orlando Magic.
Hold on, not the kid that came straight out of high school.
No,
from Atlanta.
No.
All right, because he was playing with AI.
Not him. I'm going to look it up right now, man. Because this boy, man, he was just. I mean, it was just so bad, man. Because I thought he was going to be something, and I was just we could have just got Jason Tatum. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And when Joel Embiid came in, right? He didn't play for 2 years. We already know that. And when he didn't play for those 2 years, it was like, what the fuck? Why we get him? Then they said trust the damn. What was it? Trust the process. Markelle Fultz. That was his name, son.
I don't even remember him.
Yeah, you're not supposed to remember him. We had got. Look, this was our draft pick. This was our draft pick, right? I'm gonna say I got it right here. We had got Joel Embiid. Then we had got Okafor from Duke. Then we got Ben Simmons from LSU. Then we got Markelle Fultz. Then we got Mikal Bridges, who's doing great. Mikal Bridges, who Miles worked for the Sixers, and we traded him to Phoenix, right? Then we had got, I don't even know who Ty Jerome is. I don't even know who the hell that is. Maxey, which was a great draft, was part of a great draft. Springer, Jaden Springer. Don't know who that is. We have no draft picks in 2023, so it's safe. And now we got McCain this year, painting his fingernails. I mean, I don't know what's going on, bro. The Sixers has always been the worst thing the Sixers ever done, and I think you're gonna agree with me on this, is not allow Pat Croce to own the team. Had they allowed Pat Croce to own the team because he was a basketball guy and he loved the Sixers that much that he would have been willing to spend money, we would have been one of my maybe 1 or 2 championships by now, man. Maybe 3.
You can kind of say that, but he didn't win it with the team that he did have. You wasn't gonna win. You wasn't gonna win no championships with AI.
The team. That's what AI was did. Was when he was part owner of the team.
I know, but he tried to. You can't take the team from the owner. He tried to be the owner from the owner. Like
no, he wanted to buy. He wanted to be part owner.
Yeah, but he didn't have the capital.
I think he was trying to get the capital together.
It's not. It was Ed Snyder team.
Yeah.
How about you just play your position? You know what I mean? Like
Snyder gonna run the Sixers for the Sixers. We can't even run the fucking Flyers.
Well, he wanted to be. He was vice president or president. He was president. He wanted a higher position than president. Like
yeah, they should have gave it to him.
No, they shouldn't have.
Why not?
Because it's not his. It's not his. That'd be like you going to your job and being like, "Listen, I understand you own this, but I want this." Like you better go get your own. This is mine. I own this and the Flyers.
President, a higher position than president, you can be the owner of the Sixers and the owner of the Flyers. You this guy own a higher position than president. You still own the team and allow him to set us up for greatness.
Listen, we can talk about what would have happened, what should have happened, and what could have happened. But the bottom line is the team that he assembled didn't win shit. So it would be different. It would be different if they won the championship. He would have that. He would have that to to say like, listen, I can do it again and again and again. I can do some Chicago bullshit. But you didn't win one. You lost. You lost that series 4-1.
He did assist in getting us to 1.
That's not. And so Andy Reid should have been able to own the Eagles.
Andy Reid had to say so, along with how anything Andy Reid wanted when he was with the Eagles, he got.
And when he was when he was the general manager, when he had general manager duties with the Eagles, they was fucking up. There wasn't no doubt about it. You can only wear but so many hats. As a head coach, you don't need to be general manager because anybody and everybody who has done it has messed up. Now you should be able to get the players that you want, but once you become a GM, that is a full-time job along with being a head coach, which is another full-time job. But listen, we got to move on because I don't want to keep. We're not gonna talk about sports all night. I got a lot of smash and trash to talk about. So let's go to some more current events. Now we already we know about.
You gotta give a shout out to our boy, man, Darius Slay, man. You heard they released him, right?
Yeah, but I ain't really mad about that.
Oh no, I'm not mad about it.
I mean, thanks for everything, but Slay used to be fucking up too. Nah, you know what I mean? Especially when things wasn't going his way. You know what I mean? All that talking of having Michael Parsons on his pod. Nah, I'm good. I'm cool off Slay. I'm all right. And he wasn't always big play Slay. He was Slay. I'm all right. I mean, I wouldn't mind keeping him, but I don't mind letting him go either. I mean, I'm all right. I'm all right. Plus, he's small. He can't hit. He's 34 years old. And there have been plenty of times he got beat. So, thanks for the good times, but nah, I'm all right. I'm all right. But yeah, anybody from this team is I'm dead. Recco said we let the Eagles win, bro. Yeah, well, thank you. Cause y'all put on a hell of a job making it look like we was whooping y'all ass. I really thought we was whooping Recco in the comments. Yo, I mean, me and a whole lot of other people really thought that the Eagles was whooping the Chiefs ass. So y'all did a hell. Yo, the Oscars was last night. Y'all should have won. Bravo.
The way the Chiefs allow us to put our foot all up in their ass was I appreciate it. Thank you.
Listen,
and I'm glad that Jalen Carter put his hand all in damn Mahomes' face and mushed him like that, man. I ain't give a fuck about that, man.
Listen, I thought I mean, shoot, I thought they was whooping their ass. Turns out it was all an act. Now that would explain how Mahomes was able to even walk.
For that last night. They should
have.
Back to actors in the football team. The Oscars was on. I thought the Chiefs.
But like I said, man, we got to move on. We got to go. All right.
What's your next?
All right. So I want to take it back to. I want to get into politics. I got a lot of people that I want to talk about smashing the trash. Let's go with this. Let's go with this whole. I want to pivot right to MAGA. MAGA, smash or pass. We've had enough years of them steady while it was their administration and while it wasn't, and now that it is again, to make a definite assessment on whether they are a smash or trash.
Man, they ass.
Okay.
They trash ass.
Okay. Can you Can you see why some people would say that they were a smash?
No, I can't. I can't fathom it.
Okay.
I'm still trying to find out how to shoot bleach in my veins.
Well, they would argue that they won against all odds in 2016, then they lost and never accepted the loss, but then they came back and won in 2024. That's really not a small feat.
Well, and then they won in 2024 and they lost in 2025. Because the shit I haven't seen on YouTube today, all these MAGAs crying about their vote. It's unbelievable, man. It's just unbelievable, man. I've never seen so many MAGA people crying. MAGA veterans, MAGA white women, even MAGA black people.
Not enough of them are crying to me.
Well,
because as far as I'm concerned, until I hear the most staunch supporters be like, you know what, I ain't fucking with this no more. Right now, they still making excuses. Black MAGA, white MAGA, you know what I mean? Indian MAGA, Asian MAGA. They still riding. They still profess that everything that's happening is the overall plan. We just can't see it. So in the comments, y'all, I need to know, smash or trash. MAGA, make America great again. Smash or trash? Are they a hit smash or are they trash? Because I can definitely see how somebody would judge either way. Because it's just like a lot of people say, well, the Eagles only got two Super Bowls. I'm like, yeah, but we got it now. That's the same thing I would say if I was in MAGA. Like, yeah, well, I understand y'all mad, and I understand things are not going everybody's way right now. But guess what? We got it though, and you don't, and y'all ain't even fighting to get it back. So smash or trash. I can see. I don't even want to look at that objectively. I don't, but I have to. My internal sense of justice won't allow me to just, just give them the hate that they deserve. What up, Manifest Reality? How you feeling? Walaikum assalam. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. So TK Wright says trash for MAGA. Let me see. Okay. All right. So let's get more specific. So based on current events, like what happened in the Oval Office between Donald Trump, JD Vance, and Vladimir Zelensky. Vladimir Zelensky. Smash or trash?
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't understand all this shit. I tried to leave it alone and not look at no policy shit, but it's right there in your face, bro.
Listen, I ain't even trying to be one of them cats who act like I don't watch it. Fuck it. I'm on top of this shit. I'd rather know than not know. So since they ain't gonna let me get away without seeing it anyway, now I'm dipping there. I'm all the way in. So that way these cats can't tell me, shit that I know is not really right. So Vladimir Zelensky, y'all, smash or trash? What's it gonna be for you, Troy?
Well, I'm I'm have to go with Zelensky, man. I can never be a Putin fan. Okay. I can never be a Putin fan. So smash for Zelensky.
Okay. Smash for Zelensky.
Putin.
Okay.
Trash Putin.
Okay. Trash for Putin. I wasn't even gonna ask that. I wasn't gonna ask. I wasn't gonna ask about Putin. We're not doing that. Plus he wasn't involved in it. But how about Trump? Now I already know.
What?
How about Trump?
Balls, ass, whatever you want to. Any negative words that can come out you gonna come out your mouth with is him. There's no other words you can come out. You can sit back and give him any other words.
Okay. Yeah.
If I can think of asinine, stupid, dumb, village idiot, he must have went to the unabridged version of the Wharton School, because I know he couldn't have went to Penn Wharton School. No way in the world he went to Penn Wharton School and just do some of the stupidest shit.
No, because well, you have to understand, a lot of those cats who went to Ivy League schools, they got in because they was rich and they was grandfathered in. So I mean, the same thing happened with George W. Bush. He wasn't smart enough to get no Yale, but he got in. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's all nepotism. It's all, they got in. That's all legacy. So not. That's why it's funny how when they talk about, suspending DEI initiatives and affirmative action and all of that, and identity politics and all of that, I'm like, y'all motherfuckers. It was all good as long as y'all were controlling everything. As long as nobody could get into the club unless y'all said so, and they got kicked out if y'all said so. Everything was all good. As soon as they didn't even the playing ground, but as soon as they let some talented people get in, just because they should be able to get an opportunity, now like no, they're garbage. They're not good enough. Y'all, none of y'all been good enough. And the proof of that is, if y'all was so good, nobody would have been bitching about nobody else being able to get in. Y'all would have been able to say, well, we the best and the brightest. So, once you get to our status, then maybe one day you'll understand. But they haven't been that good. So I'm gonna say for Trump, he's trash. Because although, as far as perseverance is concerned, he's a hit smash. I mean, I hate it. I fucking hate that it's true. But this motherfucker has done the unthinkable. Nobody in the modern era has won an election against all odds, never been in politics, lost it, came back and won it again. Nobody in the modern era has done no shit like that. After 34 counts, 34 felony accounts, a sexual assault charge, giving away top secret documents and shit, indicted for, still got cases pending. He made all of that shit politically. Should I say, as far as perseverance is concerned, smash. It's not even close. It's not even close. It's not even close. I hate it, but it's not even close. Now, as far as what he does when he gets the ball, because he gets all the boards, he gets all the rebounds, but when he gets the ball, his shot selection is ass. He's terrible. You know what I mean? He putting up bricks, air balls. You know what I mean?
Talking about, man.
Huh?
You talking about Trump?
Yeah. He gets it. His defense is all that. His defense, he the Teflon Don. His defense is all that, but his offense, that shit is ass. That shit is straight trash. That shit is straight trash. All right.
That's funny. He's using basketball analogies for him.
Listen. Okay. RK in the comments says, "Son, how do I stop caring what others think? My coworker has been giving me hell for my political views, and I don't like that. I much rather prefer he think the way he thinks and I do mine." Well, I mean, you pretty much have the answer right there, but I'll say this. I would treat my political views like I would treat my religious views. You don't have to believe in what I believe in order for me to believe. You know what I mean? Either I strongly believe in what I believe, or I'm easily manipulated and I'm not really so strong in my convictions or my beliefs or my spirituality or my faith. So you have, not everybody is ever going to agree with what you agree with. And not everybody is going to be silent about it, the same way that the only way that he even knows your political views is if you express them to him. So if you feel strong enough to express your political views to somebody, then you should be strong enough to defend them no matter what. Now,
one thing I was always taught is at work you never discuss religion, nor do you discuss politics. Because at some point in time it's going to get loud, and and sometimes it can get even ignorant.
Well, I think that if you know how to exercise self-control, and if you can be respectful, then I don't think that any subject should be off limits.
Now, I agree with you on that.
Now, of course, we know there's a difference between theory and the way things actually play out, and we have to deal with the way things really play out. So yeah, I've been told at work, we shouldn't discuss religion or politics, but there's this thing called the First Amendment. I mean, there's that, and not only that, but at work they also tell you not to discuss your salary with anybody, and a lot of people think that that's an actual rule, like they can actually reprimand you for telling somebody how much you make. That's your fucking pay. That's your business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you tell people, see, it's not a good thing, but you can tell people whatever you want to tell them about your rate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But there's a consequence behind it.
What's the consequence?
Huh?
What's the consequence?
The headache that you got to go through by telling people your rate.
Yeah, well, they gonna be mad. All I know is my supervisor, manager, or HR can't come to me and tell me that I can't tell nobody what I make.
No, they can't.
Unless they want bigger problems. I can tell we can compare notes. Look, I can put your pay stub with my pay stub and ask how come your deductions are different than mine, and we can do all of that. And honestly, when you think about it, it will probably be a you would probably stand a better chance of getting fairness in hiring and pay if we did that. Like, because that's what the union do. The union compares everybody's pay. Everybody's shit is out there in the open. Ain't nobody's privacy about how much they get paid. Nobody. So it's different levels. So if you're a rookie, you get this pay. But if you're a vet of so many years, you get this pay. Now, how you structure it with your deductions, your dependents, and all of that, that's on you. But as far as your rate is concerned, that shit is public knowledge in the union. So yeah, I mean, but yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna say Donald Trump is trash, but I'm gonna say as far as perseverance is concerned, he's a hit, he's a bona fide number one hit smash. Damn, I hate that shit because that shit is overshadowing all of that negativity. All right, but there are other people in the political spectrum that I want to ask about smash or trash. Hakeem Jeffries. For those of y'all who know who Hakeem Jeffries is smash or trash?
Hakeem Jeffries, he's the congressman from New York. He's the minority. He's the minority right now. The minority leader right now. He's Congress, right?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta give him trash. Yep. I gotta give him trash because the only person I hear coming to the forefront congressionally for the Democrats or just for America, period, for Democrats and Republicans. It's not.
Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. I know you about to. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Right, yeah, don't. We gonna get there. My fault. It's cool. We gonna get there. We gonna get there.
No, fuck Hakeem Jeffries.
Yeah, and I say that he's trash because he ain't. This motherfucker acting like Trump ain't gonna do what he say he gonna do. You know what I mean? This shit is ridiculous. They waiting for a motherfucker to get an epiphany of righteousness. It's not going to happen. That's not. I mean, you stand a better chance of seeing Frosty the Snowman in July, the real one, than you would of Donald Trump. You know, changing his ways or doing a 360 like Ebenezer Scrooge. The fuck out of here.
The thing about it is that, if people will come up, because you was talking about it last week, if people will come up and speak with a louder voice, to speak with more of a despair, and speak with a little, maybe even a little bit more ignorance, maybe people will listen a little bit better, because what they're doing is it's even more ignorant, and they're speaking ignorantly. And they speaking disrespectfully, and they showing you they don't give a fuck. So maybe you gotta combat that with I don't give a fuck. I gotta let people know this is this is that. Because at the end of the day, this shit is just sad. It's sad.
Okay.
So fuck Hakeem. Like I said, we're gonna give him a fucking trash.
Okay, but you brought up an interesting point, and now we gotta ask about smash or trash for the entire Democratic Party. We did it for MAGA. We got to do it for the Democratic Party.
Right now, I'm giving them a trash.
Democratic Party's trash right now.
Trash.
I have to say it. Right I do. They're
too fucking quiet. They're too quiet. And I owe you an apology because last week I was saying about them being nervous and scared. But after that shit that went on with Zelensky and everything, it's not too many people speaking out loudly against it, and there's ramifications about that behind that, I mean, I just seen the whole video today. I looked at the whole thing, and the guy that asked him about not wearing a suit, who boyfriend that is, right?
Yeah.
Margaret Taylor Greene, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
The ugly bitch.
Bad built, butch body.
yeah. Beach body, bad built bitch. Yeah. The one with the man looking face.
Yeah. The one. She know what? She wouldn't look so bad if she didn't act so bad.
No, bro.
It's funny how they want to talk about Jasmine Crockett being all ghetto. I'm like, but Marjorie Taylor Greene.
She all redneck.
I mean, she's straight trailer park trash.
You can look at it now. It's there. You can see. You can, when you look at it, you can just look and say, when she home, she say the N-word. I know she said that.
Listen, I'm just talking about her demeanor.
Yeah,
she is straight.
Her demeanor look like, when I look at her, I'll be like, she just look racist. You know, I don't look at you.
I ain't even talking about no racism. I'm talking about they call Jasmine Crockett loud and obnoxious, you know, like she an angry black woman. That's how they want to paint her. But I'm like, so what do you call Marjorie Taylor Greene? Because she is absolutely an angry white woman. See, they want to paint stereotypes and narratives for black people in politics, based on their behavior or their vernacular or their swag. But you don't want to do it on the other side. And I'm like, so if Jasmine Crockett is ghetto, what is Marjorie Taylor Greene?
A racist bitch.
Because she's just as loud.
She's a racist, loud, obnoxious, uneducated bitch. I'm going to say that. And I don't use that word bitch loosely like that. So any women in the podcast, and I know it is, sorry for using a B word for Marjorie Taylor Greene, but that's what she is. Yeah, well, you know what? I stopped charging them on the racism thing because I can't do that.
Well, there's a reason that I do it.
No, give me a reason.
Because they can easily defend themselves against that.
Well,
see what you can't easily.
Everybody can easily defend themselves against it, but you can tell when it's embedded in you. It's embedded in you. Like I
said, you can easily defend that. You can easily deny it. You know what I mean? It's the hard at a job. It's the hardest thing to prove. It takes the longest to litigate. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be so consistent at it in order for it to be proven and litigated. So I'm like, tell you what, I'm going to go for the low hanging fruit, because what you can't deny is that you are uneducated. Because we can go through your formal education. Let me see your degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go for that. Incompetent. Let me see your accomplishments. What have you done? Show and prove. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What have you started out doing? What have you said that you wanted to do? Had the resources for and manifested. Let's do that. So all that racism shit, I don't give a fuck if you racist. I really don't. Because you can, racism is prejudice plus power. I don't care if you running around here calling people niggas and spicks and gooks and all. I don't give a fuck about all of that. Can you beat it? Can you beat it? Because you can say whatever you want to, but you can't treat me however you want to. Now, if you have the power to treat me the way that you want to, now I got a problem. But calling you racist don't even hurt your feelings. But calling you educated and incompetent does. You want to do something about that. So now, fuck all that racism shit. I assume that all of them have practiced that at some point, and they have. Joe Biden, all of the white politicians have practiced racism at some point, at some juncture in their political career. More than likely, at least 90 to 95%. So, but we're not gonna play them games. I'm not gonna give you the easy way to wiggle out. No, if I was racist, then why do I have a black grandson? Because your daughter like black dick. That's why. You know what I'm saying? I get that. You know what I mean? That don't excuse you, but that's those are the kind of things they're going to use. But if I ask you, have you ever read Nietzsche or even fucking Huck Finn, and you tell me you haven't, I'm like, aha. You know what I mean? Like, damn, you never even read the classics, and you from our era? How'd you get out of that? You know, I mean, at least, you know, you mean to tell me you never read Tales of the Fourth Grade? Nothing. Fuck is you doing? You know what I mean? Blubber. You know what I mean? Like, what we doing? All right. So let's move on. So, Democratic Party, smash or trash? You're going with trash. I'm going with trash. And the chat lunching. They lunching. They listening. They not writing. Idiotic Genius, what up? He says you can have more degrees than a thermometer, but still be unintelligent. Being educated doesn't make someone intelligent. Actually, you're wrong about that. I've had many. I know what you're saying. You're saying that you can have a lot of degrees and not be smarter than everybody else. But anybody who has gotten even one degree knows that you do have to be intelligent in order to get it. It's not, they're not just giving it away. You know, I came up in the era where you had to earn that shit. They wasn't giving them honorary degrees because you made a hit record and all that. It wasn't sweet like that. And in order to get the degree, you have to have a certain amount of discipline. You have to not only pass the exams, but you have to plan your shit out. You have to learn how to communicate, because you know, like a black man going to an all-white school, like me going to Penn State, they wasn't just going to give me the good grades, you know, because I was cute or because of anything. So I had to negotiate certain shit. I had to get it together. I had to reach out, and that made me smarter.
And not just to be life. That life had to be life.
Hey, listen, you know, so no, you know, I understand that there are plenty of people who have the brain power to outwit college graduates and shit like that, but there are no people with multiple degrees who don't know nothing. I mean, the mere fact that you have it means that you learned something. And in college, you learn things that other people just don't learn. It's just in ways that other people just don't learn them, and that's just a fact. But I see what you're saying. And his ideology says, "I read Dr. Seuss. Does that count?" Actually, it does. Actually, it does. You know what I mean? It does. He had a lot of books, and you know, you had to decipher what he was talking about. You know what I mean? Horton has a who?
What he did, 16, 20 bars.
Idiotic Genius says, I got 2 degrees and I'm a dumbass. No, you're not. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you why you're not a dumbass. Nothing you wrote was, I mean, or should I say, everything you wrote was grammatically correct, except that you use an iPhone and that's why you don't use punctuation. But if you had I always can tell when somebody use an iPhone, because they do not, it don't be no periods, it don't be no motherfucking apostrophes, none of that shit.
And you know the fucked up part, when I text, for some reason I have to pee. I have to put my punctuation in there. I don't know why, man.
I know why.
Why?
Because you went to school all your life and you can't write it wrong. Just because it's a text, your brain will not allow you to write that shit wrong. You know what I mean? You know how long it took me to write my signature different than that? Remember in first, second, third? No, when you first learned how to write in cursive officially in 3rd grade, remember how the letters were? The A, the B, the C, the D. Do you know that's how I used to sign my name?
Wow.
Until I was in my 20s. My man was the one who put me on with like, yo, he was like, look, you institutionalized as fuck. I was like, what are you talking about? He said, look at the way you write your name. I was like, what's wrong with the way I write my name? He said, it looks just like every letter looks just like that A, B, C, D, that alphabet stencil board at the top of the class that the teacher used to put up so you would write cursive right. And I was like, damn, you're right. So then I had to go rogue and practice side of my name so you couldn't read it. Up until then, you could see every fucking letter.
I learned that age because when I used to follow behind my middle brother, he used to start writing all his letters in capitals. He started writing all when he used to write essays. He used to write them in all capitals. So when you follow behind your brother, I started writing mine in all capitals. Then I seen his signature, and I was like, oh shit. And I seen my mom's signature. I was like, oh shit. I guess that's how I got to start signing things. Right? Just like he used to do. And this was like maybe 14, 15 years old when I was getting my anti-graffiti network chip. You know what I mean?
Anti-graffiti network. Fill a job.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, man.
And the thing about it, and that's the handwriting was right there. I already had perfect handwriting back in the day, perfect cursive, but my signature, it just took me a long way, and I already got the signature when we started doing comedy, and somebody said, "Can I give you an autograph?" Beautiful times, boy.
Listen,
they used to like put this shit, didn't they?
My mom has one of the most perfect signatures I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, dang, yeah, that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
it just flowed on it.
I mean, you got to see this shit. I'm like, yo, that shit is a John Hancock. That shit crazy. But okay, so all right, so we got the Democratic Party being trash. Anybody in the chat disagree with that? Manifest reality. Democratic Party, smash or trash? Idiotic genius. Democratic Party, smash or trash? Nah, idiotic genius. They don't teach cursive anymore. They got these kids dumb as shit. No job. No job. Half-ass gym for a lot of charter schools. Fucking no music class. Well, limited music class, art, and all of that. And they don't know how to do nothing. Right. No shop. Manifest reality or an idiotic genius say trash for the Democratic Party. Okay. I can't even be mad at that. I can't.
No, we can't.
Elpidio Nunez was good. Yeah, I can't be. I want to be mad at it, but I can't be mad at it. I can't. Let me see. Along those lines. All right, we did President Zelensky, smash or trash.
You forgot you got to do the smash or trash on a person that I didn't mention.
Oh yeah, all right. Hold on, because the people in the chat didn't do. All right, President Zelensky of Ukraine, the Ukrainian President Zelensky, based on what happened between him and Trump and JD Vance on Friday. What do y'all say? Idiotic genius, manifest reality, Elpidio Nunez. If y'all saw it, smash or trash, President Zelensky. Smash or trash. Do you think that he was wrong and they were right, or do you think he was right and they were wrong? Smash or trash for President Zelensky. What y'all said? Manifest reality says, I learned cursive first. Oh, you had parents that was trying to make you advance. They was trying to get you skipped. They was trying to get you to skip a grade. Manifest reality says there are many parties. Okay, Idiotic says I'm usually neutral about politics, but they get shadier every day on both sides of the aisle. Okay. Idiotic Genius says Zelensky is trash. And Manifest Reality says I didn't view it. Okay. All right, that's cool. Okay. So if y'all know who Jasmine Crockett is, and Jasmine Crockett right now is pretty much the voice of the Democratic Party. She's the one out there. First of all, she's a former prosecutor. And the way she be dealing, well, because she wears weaves and eyelashes, and she got that homegirl swag that, oh, hold on, y'all really think y'all, but she does it in such an intelligent way, and she has so many receipts that you can't deny her power. Mm-hmm. So if y'all know who Jasmine Crockett is,
I can't even say that she's the voice of the voice of the Democratic Party. I say she's the voice of the Americans that want the Democratic Party and the Republican Party to speak up. Because when she speaks, she's not just speaking for Democrats, she's speaking for everybody. Because it's bullshit, because nobody from the Republican Party is speaking up against Donald Trump. Nobody from the Democratic Party is speaking up for Donald Trump. Speaking against him.
I've heard some people from
the speaking up against him is her.
Well, I've heard many people from the Democratic side speak against them. They're just not doing it with the fervor and the spirit that needs to be done. They're not going head up.
They're not doing it with that, son. If they're not doing it with that, then they're not doing it at all, bro.
I understand.
You gotta agree. Can we agree to disagree on that one?
We don't disagree. We don't disagree. I'm not pleased, but I can't say that they're not speaking up. You know what I mean? I just don't think the players that we need to step up are doing it. The real leaders, the real well-known, visible characters. They've gone silent. They've gone silent, and I'm wondering what's going on. Where are you now, Nancy Pelosi? Where the fuck you at? Chuck Schumer.
I seen Chuck Schumer sitting up reading about the tariff that the asshole is putting up against China and Mexico and Canada, talking about he wants Canada to be the 51st state. This motherfucker is crazy.
Yeah, well, yeah,
this motherfucker is crazy.
Yeah, I you know what? I'm not even gonna let him get me with that distraction tool right there. I'm not fucking with that 51st state shit. But yeah, man, I'll say, as far as smashing is concerned, Jasmine Crockett, she definitely is a smash.
Yeah. Oh shit, man. She's more. I give scale of 1 to 10. She a 20, man. I give her respect for that.
Well, I'm gonna keep her around 8 or 9 because I still see room for improvement. And no, I mean really, because you gotta finish the job. If I give her a 10 right now, that means she's finished the job. She ain't finished. You know what I'm saying? Like, until what needs to be exposed is exposed, not just talked about, but done something about, then I'm not, there's still a lot of work to do. And so I ain't giving away no, until just like the Eagles had to wait until the clock read 0 before the silver and green confetti rained from the rafters. We doing the same thing here. Because at the end of the day, MAGA still has all the power. They still have all the say-so, and they have all the leverage. So, it's like the poor righteous teacher. Everybody respects the poor righteous teacher, but nobody listens to him.
Right.
And you know why? Because he's poor. If he was a wealthy righteous teacher, everybody would gravitate right toward him. And that's sad. So all right. Now the poll question that I put up was, has LeBron James been better than Michael Jordan overall? And out of 11 votes, 73% of the people said no, and only 27% has said yes. I think that's interesting because when you think about Jordan, you think about being the GOAT. But I think that the only reason you look at that is because of those 2 3-peats. I'm not sure if Jordan would have been the GOAT if it wasn't for that. And that ain't those 2 3-peats were no small feat. It's not an easy thing to do.
Can I interject something into this? 752. Every time I say that, I tell somebody that LeBron James is the GOAT, right? Mm-hmm. People sit back and they want to go back and forth with me about Jordan and his 6 championships and everything like this, right? Mm-hmm. You gotta really dig deep about where LeBron James came from. He was a phenom at age 15 on the cover of Sports Illustrated. He had more pressure on him coming in the NBA more than any other basketball player coming in the NBA. And that's Jordan, because Jordan didn't come in the NBA as the king. He came in as Jordan. If Jordan didn't play, he wasn't on that level as LeBron. LeBron had to take Cleveland to the playoffs every damn year, damn near by himself. Jordan didn't have to do that. Maybe his first 2 years, but you also got to remember, Jordan got hurt his second year. And then once you add all the pieces to Jordan, the Scottie Pippen, the Horace Grant, and then when Horace Grant left, what's his name? Dennis Rodman, Steve Kerr, Paxson. Once you start adding all these other pieces around them, that's a team. Brian didn't really have a team. He had to make a team to get a team.
You know what Jordan had more than LeBron his whole career?
Who's that?
Phil Jackson.
There you go. Thank you. And for that, I'll clap. I'm going to clap.
I'm just saying. I don't see those 3-peats without Phil Jackson.
Don't see him either.
Wasn't even close before then.
I agree.
They was not buying in. They couldn't get past the bad boys of Detroit, getting their ass whooped. Bounty ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if it wasn't for Phil Jackson, I don't know if we see those 3-peats. But the reason I would say that I would give LeBron, and it's not an easy thing to give LeBron the nod.
It's not.
But there's some things you have to take into consideration. LeBron did it. He hasn't won as many championships, but he's won championships on different teams as the leader of the team.
Yeah.
Jordan only did well. He only did well. Yeah, Jordan only did well under one coach and under one team. That's it. When he went to the Wizards, he was assy ass. And that's the other thing you got to give to LeBron. Late into his veteran years, he's still strong, still relevant, and still feared on the court. You have to account for LeBron on that court.
What he averaging this year, son?
I don't know what he's averaging this year. I have no idea.
That's just crazy. The people be talking about he need to sit his ass down, but how? Why are you asking this man? He's still playing at a high level. He still loves the game. You know what I mean? So if you can't tell him to sit down, if he still loves the game, and if he still loves the game, I'm trying to see his points.
Cheryl Hudson says, you look at performance, teamwork, attitude, tolerance, time, era, then you get Jordan. I can't say that.
What she say?
She said, you look at performance, teamwork, attitude, tolerance, time, and era, then you get Jordan. I'm like, era, yeah. Performance, like, who's the all-time I'm scoring leader?
LeBron.
That's right.
And the thing about it is, one thing I always sit back and say, Jordan's name since fair through basketball players like Mike Tyson's name since fair through boxers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta go get Jordan tonight, y'all. Come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with Tyson. Oh man, we gotta fight Tyson. We gotta put all this together now.
I'm not gonna deny Jordan's prowess. I'm not gonna deny his power. I'm not gonna do that. But a lot of people who say, well, it took LeBron longer to get the scoring title than it did with Jordan. But to that, I would say, yeah, because LeBron was able to play longer than Jordan was able to play.
Also got he was able to play longer. That's true.
I mean, Jordan couldn't.
But it's not even just that. He was able to play longer at a high pace. He's still playing good, and Jordan in his last years was nowhere near where LeBron is in his last year. When he played with the Wizards, man, come on.
No, he was ass. He didn't hold up after the Bulls. He didn't enter the 2000s great like that. That wasn't his time. And his time trying to be doing general manager work. I mean, he drafted Kwame Brown just to berate him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you drafted him. Yeah. That was you.
I mean, listen to this, man. He averages 24.8 points a game. And he's number 5 in assists with 8.6 assists a game at age 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what are you saying?
And he can make any shot from anywhere on the court.
And at any given
moment, his size, like, who does that?
At 40.
Who shit. It wasn't too many people that was doing what he was doing at age 20.
Yeah.
So, like,
and they were grown. They were grown.
And he's a threat for any shot on the court. Not many can say that. So, all right. If you want to take it to the social aspect, I don't even think it's a question. Like, LeBron wins hands down as far as being.
We can't even talk about that.
Yeah. Jordan is ass.
Off the court, his philanthropy is on a whole nother level, bro.
Not even just his philanthropy, his conviction, standing 10 toes down on things. You know what I'm saying? Jordan
never spoke on shit.
Yeah, he made sure he did.
On nothing. To this day, he still don't speak on nothing. He's not even in the league.
Word.
He still don't speak on nothing. I mean, you're not the number one sneak. You're still selling billions of dollars. I read an article that every day, $3 million. He makes $3 million a day off of Jordan sneakers worldwide.
That's cool.
So when you sit back and you can't speak up against, you speak up against Trump. People would respect you when you speak up on shit. Like when LeBron was speaking up on shit, and that Fox lady, I forgot her name, was up there talking about shut up and dribble. You know, sometimes that's why a lot of people respect Jordan on the court, but off the court, they don't have no respect for him like that because he never spoke up for like you said, he never had no conviction. He never had show morals on things that was that had to do with African Americans.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that's the sad
it's no question. I'm not fucking with Jordan when it came to that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not fucking with Jordan when it comes to the social political aspect. It's no question. It's no question. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give Jordan the trash. Like, Like I'm not smashing, no smash for Jordan. Now when he was playing, he was smashed. After he retired, whatever, straight trash. There's nothing that he does that I like. There's nothing he does that I appreciate. Nothing. So okay. So let's take this smash or trash thing. Let's take it to some different eras. I'm sorry, some different areas. All right. So let's go to a little pop culture. Now we know about this little beef that's been going on since last year with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Now it seemed like a lot of people sided with Kendrick Lamar, and they sort of acted like Drake didn't have any fans left. So let's do a little smash or trash when it comes to Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Now, so let's start with Kendrick Lamar. Is he a smash or is he trash?
No, smash, bro.
Okay.
Smash. Right. And I my son, I wasn't turned. I got turned on to Kendrick like late. He turned me on about maybe 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. He turned me on to Kendrick 3 years ago. And as I started listening to him, I start thinking to myself, he reminds me. I call him the son of KRS-One, because the father of KRS-One's father is Gil Scott-Heron, and KRS' brother is Chuck D. So those four right there, because at some point in time, if you really listen to all of Kendrick's music, you're going to hear some consciousness in it. Mm-hmm. And that's what a lot of people didn't buy. A lot of people don't support his music like that because of the consciousness in it. But you need that to offset the bullshit that you got out here. Don't know about, like for instance, I'm not trying to get off subject. I'm just gonna say this one thing. I'm looking at YouTube, and I go to the TikToks, and they had a TikTok of the boy King Von rapping with this other guy. He's saying how a hollow make a hollow to the head make your dress drag. But when he's rapping and he's saying this shit, he's smiling and he's laughing. And the fucking part about it is that he's lived that life. And I'm saying to myself, you snitching on yourself through your music and you laughing about it like that's part of life. Like killing people is part of life. So when you got that over there and you come to Kendrick and he's telling you to sit down, be humble, you want to hear that shit now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You don't want to hear all that shoot this, kill this, bitch this, twerk that, twerk this. You don't want to hear that shit all the time, son. It becomes monotonous, entire shit. So yes, smash on Kendrick.
Okay, so what about Drake?
Oh man, fuck him.
So you say trash on Drake?
I say trash on Drake not because of, number one, me and you both are culture buffs. And if we deal with rap music like we deal with rap music, if you don't write your own shit, I ain't talking about a hook. I ain't talking about bits and pieces. But if somebody writes your whole song, you're not a rapper. You're an entertainer.
Okay.
So with that being said, he had this. I forgot his name. He had this guy right here. Take Care. That album, that was The Weeknd's album. Because The Weeknd helped him with that.
Yeah.
And his songs on there that The Weeknd wrote. And then when you go to his second one, there was another guy that wrote whole songs for him. Mm-hmm. So when he writes his own shit, you don't know who writes it. Like when he was beefing with Meek. And he wrote, and he had one song, and then he had the back-to-back song. We don't know who wrote both of them. Because we don't know if you're writing your own shit.
Okay. So all right. So you say trash for Jake. I mean for Drake.
Yeah, so what you think?
I'm gonna say, as far as songs are concerned,
what's the lawsuits? The lawsuits, man.
Listen. I mean, you right about that. Even though Cameron from Dipset used to sue everybody on the low, but anyway, I'm going to have to say smash for Kendrick. And I've been on the Kendrick since before 2010.
Yeah, you always stay abreast of the situation on that.
Yeah, like so, he's always been dope. But I always liked him. Yeah, to be honest with you, he's a smash as a feature. I love him on other people's shit. On his own shit, trash to me. I don't be liking them songs. I just don't. But you know what? I want to take it to, since there was so much controversy over his Super Bowl appearance. Let's do that smash or pass.
Hold up. Let me put my phone down. Stop this flat. Smash, bro.
All right. So you say his Super Bowl appearance was a smash. What do y'all say? For those of y'all who watched the Super Bowl, whether you watched it one time or two times or have seen it, do y'all think Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance was a smash or was it trash? If you saw it, Shirley, I know you saw it. Idiotic Genius, Manifest Reality, Elpidio Nunez. If y'all still with me, Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl appearance, would y'all say smash or trash? Now I'm going to say that Idiotic Genius says the whole halftime show was trash. And I'm going to say, first watch, I thought it was trash. I didn't like it. And then when everybody was dissing everybody who said it was trash, I was like, It took a while before I even went back and listened to it. Because I'm like, even if you sent the message or whatever, that doesn't take away from whether the performance was good or not.
Mm-hmm.
And people do watch Super Bowl halftime shows for the performance. They're not there to try to figure out anything. So I get it. But I don't know if it was just because I was so invested in the game, I wouldn't have gave a fuck who was performing at halftime. Because I really just wanted to get the clock to 0 so we could win that, so we could get the trophy. But I didn't. That performance didn't make me want to look at it. Now, when I went back and looked at it, and this is you got to give me a chance to say this because this is important. On first watch, I'm going with trash, and I wasn't trying to hear none of that shit that nobody else was saying. So after a couple of weeks, I went back and I looked at it. I said, all right, let me go ahead and look at this shit because I'm taped it on DVR anyway. I went back and looked at it and I said, okay, I see what the people who liked it saw in it. I still didn't get the message because I don't think that he made it clear. You know what I mean? I don't think he hammered it home the way I think that a message should be hammered home. So I don't see who would have gotten offended by his performance, but it was definitely better on second watch than it was at the first watch. Now, if I say that the first watch was like a 3 or 4, what would I say the second watch was? I'm not going to say it's a 9 or a 10, but I would definitely say it was like maybe a 6 or a 7. But it's not anywhere near one of the better performances that I've ever seen, Super Bowl or not. It just wasn't. He didn't do enough. They didn't do enough. It was creative. It was creative, and I see what he was trying to do, but it wasn't my kind of. If I'm going to sketch out a performance, like as a performer, you got to perform. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he broke a sweat on that performance. Now, that to me, that means you ain't performing. You know what I'm saying? Your shit should be, you should be a little moist afterwards. No Diddy, but you should be. So I'm gonna say for his halftime performance, I'm gonna go with trash. Even though I'm not gonna say that it's trash, but I couldn't say it was a hit smash. But I have to say, I gotta give him an honorable mention outside of myself for smash, because his performance garnered so much controversy that he made motherfuckers go back and look and change their mind. He made them change their pick.
Mm-hmm.
He made them change their vote.
Another thing you also got to realize is what you just said, that you got so much vested into the game that you don't even really want to care about. You want to see the double zeros come up.
Listen,
but my thing about it was the message, and sometimes you don't like what Kendrick is even in his music, because he got so many double and triple entendres. You really can't. You have to go back and listen to maybe 2 or 3 times. Yeah. But the message, the first time when I looked at it, I got some message. But when I looked at it 2, 3, maybe 4 times, the second time I got the message. Third time I got more of it. And then the fourth time I was like, oh, now I'm getting more of it. Mm. You see what I'm saying? I'm understanding why Samuel L. Jackson was there saying. I understand him playing Uncle Sam and him playing the white America part of telling us how we should act and how we should talk and how we should act as African Americans. Even when he was like, even the one when he said delete one life, that was like something that triggered something like, damn, because that's what happens. Mm-hmm. No, it takes when we sit back, because I think me and you are somewhat on the same conscious thing. Like, we can sit back and listen to the Jungle Brothers and listen to the Tribe Called Quest and listen to Chuck D and listen to Public Enemy and listen to all these KRS-One, and we can, the Poor Righteous Teachers and Brand Newbies, we can listen to all these rappers that give off that conscious rap, even so when you give it off and you listen and you put in a message, like, I'm not looking for kids. I was looking at what what's his name said, T-Pain, because I was looking at a YouTube thing of what he was looking at this Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl. And he was like, it's so simple that he did it. It was so simple how he did it, but it was so decent. Because you can't do what Kendrick Lamar did, or Bruno Mars did, or Michael Jackson did, or Prince did. I
gotta give it like I said, outside of myself, I gotta give it a smash because it was so controversial that he made people go back and look. You know what I mean? Like outside of Janet Jackson, no other performance got that type of notoriety where it separated people like, oh no, I ain't fucking with you if you ain't like that performance because you don't get it, blah, blah, blah. No other performance did that. And not only that, but since to me,
it's not even just that. It made people mad.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I gotta give it a smash based on that. Because whether you liked it or not, it kept people talking and it made people go back and look again. It made them do it. And then you got, out of all of the other Super Bowl halftime shows I've ever seen, I never saw nobody still doing what was done at those performances, those halftime show performances on all kinds of memes, on all kinds of videos, reels and shorts. You got white people, country people, overseas people. They doing.
Yo, I seen a nun doing it.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a smash. For me, performance-wise, trash. But as far as the overall impact, smash hit. Better, bigger than Janet Jackson titty coming out. I ain't seen nobody doing the titty coming out, John. Well, no, you know what I mean? What? I'm just saying. You
ain't see nobody doing it.
Yo, I mean, I saw, and every time I see one of these people making a video doing this shit, it make me look. I'm like, I can't believe this shit. But hey, to me, that was the best Super Bowl of the year. And arguably the best performance, the best halftime performance of the Super Bowl. Arguably. So I don't know. So if we stay on music, all right. So I don't want to be the old head. I don't want to be the old head that never appreciates anything that the young cats do. I don't want to be him. I don't want to be the one that's always talking about something. Oh man, you know what I mean? When it was Run DMC and LL, Houdini and Stetsasonic and Davey DMX and have you seen Davey? When it was that time, that was the best time of rap. That was the best time of hip hop. Y'all shit y'all doing is trash. I don't want to be that old head. So I try to see the creativity and the attractiveness in all hip hop music. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to say today's hip hop. Whether you look at it as trap music, mumble rap, whatever it is, drill. I don't know. No, I'm not going to allow somebody to say smash with drill. So I'm not going to add in drill. You know what I mean? You can add it in your head, but I'm not fucking with that. So, but I would say today's hip hop, smash or trash.
Trash.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna put a percentage on it. 95% trash.
It's understandable. I'm gonna have to say trash too. And I really, like I said, I don't want to be that old head, but it's mostly trash to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see some bright spots. I see some decent players, and I've seen some decent plays. But if I had to grade the overall quality of it, I'm going to have to go with trash. They're just not doing enough. They can't rock. Like, they don't rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I think of a hip hop artist, we didn't have a band. We didn't have bands. We didn't have instrument players. We had a turntable and a DJ. Oh yeah, we had 2 turntables, a DJ, a microphone, and a rapper, and maybe some background dancers. So we had to make our show from scratch, literally.
Mm-hmm.
These rap groups these days, they have the benefit of all this technology, right. But they can't rock.
Mm-hmm.
They can't make you love it.
I mean, the thing about it is that you can't really enjoy their music because you can't party to their music. Because even if you try to party to their music, they shooting. You understand what I'm saying? We could enjoy our music around each other. You go to a house party, man, you having fun at that house party. You coming out You go in there clean with some nice shiny ass Adidas. You're coming out dirty with some dirty ass shoestrings because you done had some fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Today's youth, just think about it. When you was a kid, you couldn't wait for Friday to come so you could find that house party to go to.
That's true.
And, now Friday come, these kids, they don't have shit to do. They go on, they play their game, they stay in the house, get their grub on, they go on Instagram, they go on fucking whatever, they bullshit, they go on Facebook, they argue, fuss, and fight. The next thing you know, people become computer thugs, they go outside, get shot. Because you're arguing on Instagram. You know what I mean? And then they just can't. I told this young boy, I said, you know why y'all fighting and shooting each other? He said, why? I said, because y'all ain't grinding on no girl's butt at no house party. Maybe if y'all was grinding on some girl's ass and stop trying to battle her and dancing, maybe you would have an understanding of how much fun it is.
Well, they too busy grinding on each other's ass.
True.
But
I never thought about that.
I mean, unfortunately, they won't let you forget. But
what you say?
I said, unfortunately, they won't let you forget. Shit is crazy out here. This generation is the most fruity generation I've ever seen in my life. But anyway, as we wind down, because we getting dangerously close to the end mark. But I'm going to say this: as far as smash or trash is concerned, musically, there's a lot going on, and we don't have a lot of groups anymore, whether they rap groups, R&B groups, anything like that. The music industry has been turned upside down because they don't sell records anymore. So the way that music is presented to us, the way it's distributed to us, is different. Even the way that music is introduced to us. But I see a lot of memes. I see a lot of videos talking about how life was before cell phones, before social media. And I responded to one of those posts today, one of those videos, and I was like, I kind of resent the fact. I resent that people are acting like life was so great, like everybody was cute and there were no problems before social media or a cell phone. And I had to remind them on the post, like, we're watching this on social media, probably on a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
So if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't even have these memories to be able to present. Nobody would have saw this video or gave a fuck about it. But here we are. So I'm like, there were plenty of problems before social media. I understand, and before cell phones. Now, the video that I saw, it was like a picture of like life at Cheney University. You know what I mean? And so it was showing, a bunch of all good-looking black people with real hair doing their thing, and you know what I mean, a little bit of stepping, a lot of socializing, just chilling and whatever. And they like, look at this life before cell phones, and I'm looking like, the social climate was better. I will give it that, but we still had problems. One thing that social media and cell phones have done is that they've put people they put a lot of bad people on spotlight. Now they've had the alternate effect of putting good people in the negative light too, showing good people in a negative light. But to suggest that all life was just all
PCP back in the day.
I'm gonna say all beef gravy and potatoes before social media is a ridiculous thing. You know what I mean? Like show pictures of a long ass cheese line. That was before the social media and, and cell phones. Can you imagine? Still if we had cell phones, phone cameras, and social media, and we still had 3-2 centers? Yo, can you imagine that shit, Troy?
Damn.
Cheese lines, AIDS, crack, and 3-2 centers? Man. Yo. Oh, and by the way, y'all, for those of y'all who are not from Philly, the 3-2 center was where people used to pick up their food stamps. So remember, before food stamps came on a card, you had paper food stamps that came in a book. You had to, you know what I mean? You had to, snap them shits out of a book. But there used to be a guy at the 3-2 center who would buy your who would buy your food stamps off you for cash. So he would have these big ass knots full of food stamps. Imagine he'd have been outed so fast if we had social media back then.
But the funny thing also was, you know what else social media took away? It took away people being personable. You know what I mean? You feel like you don't got to talk to people in front of their face.
Oh yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah.
It took away from that because I always try to tell people like this: like, I don't want to talk to you over no phone. Like, if you're going through something with your girlfriend or your wife, you don't want to talk over the phone. You want to talk in front of their face. You know what I mean? Because think about it. You don't the text messages can't tell you nothing than a facial expression. You can say something, it means something completely different through that text message.
Man, I was just saying. See, social media allowed people to be able to hide their social status, hide their image, hide their financial status. But that's what I'm saying. Imagine you standing in a cheese line and you had social media. Like, oh yeah, this bitch out here, you know what I mean, thinking she all that. She standing in front of a Bentley on her Instagram page. She was doing the Instagram mob. Look, this is her dressed down in the cheese line. She waiting for a block of cheese. You know what I'm saying? Well, she look, she's selling my man Jay her food stamps. Look, life wasn't all gravy before no social media. They were like I said, we had crack, AIDS, cheese lines, welfare lines. You had to wait in the line.
Life wasn't gravy. The point is, it was a difference. We can say it was somewhat of a difference.
It was definitely a difference.
Before the crack epidemic hit, we did have life. We was enjoying parts of life.
We was too young, son. Teenagers. What? No. Crack came out in 83. We was just becoming teenagers. We don't know. We was never teenagers when there wasn't crack.
Well, I guess I come from a different area because it wasn't, crack was out, but it wasn't flourishing like it was back, like it was towards like the late 80s. It really hit where I was at.
No.
Well, I wasn't focused on it. I wasn't focused on it.
Let me tell you something. Shit. The first time I ever heard of a crack house, it was in South Philly.
Where?
Well, let me tell you, my daughter, my sister's first baby dad. He was a drug dealer from South Philly, and his South Philly crew used to come to Germantown, and they was wrecking shop. So, because me and him was real cool, he took me to South Philly all the time. And guess where? One of the places where he took me to was
where?
A crack house. I was like, so let me get this straight. This house is dedicated to just crack sales. Now he ain't had me up in there. He just went to do his drop, and then we went and chilled in Pass Young Projects.
Yeah.
When there was a Pass Young Projects. Anyway, so
yeah, that's young. You should see how much the houses cost out there now.
There's no area that we can calculate. They redid everything. You know what I'm saying? I know how much the houses cost, but you can't compare the area because we don't have no pictures of the area. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I'm sure there's some footage out there for somebody. But the bottom line is, even though crack may not have affected you until maybe 86, 87, but JBM was done by 89. They only had a 4-year run. I mean, for all of that controversy, for all of these documentaries on it, they had a 4-year run, not a 5-year run, 4-year run. They was done before they got started. They barely got off the ground. But for the amount of chaos that they created and the legacy that they created, 4 years. That's it. But crack came out for Philly around 83. So we was fully invested in the crack game in 84. Yeah. So like I said, we were never teenagers when they wasn't crack. Not me and you, because we was born in 70. Now, if you was born in 69, 68, you may have had a year or two when you was a teenager and before crack hit the streets of Philly. But even before crack got really popping, I remember they was freebasing this shit. I've been around a lot of shit I ain't had no business being around. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And that's all that it is. But so I was trying to nail this thing down to life today, smash or trash. But I'm sure most people are going to say trash. But to me, back in the day was trash. We had fun, but there were a lot of obligations along that came with our fun. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like homework, curfew, rules, you know what I'm saying? Identification, crazy outright racism. Shit, we talk about racism today. The racism of the day is nothing.
Cannot compete with, you
nothing.
Right about that part.
It kills me. All of these niggas living out in the Northeast Philly now. Like they was able to do that back in the day.
Right.
Y'all couldn't move out there back in the day. And it wasn't because there wasn't no real estate out there. You couldn't do it. Them districts was red line. You couldn't move out there.
You couldn't move out in Fishtown.
They fired by. No, nobody wanted to live out in Fishtown. That's no Philly. That was a gift for us not to live in no Fishtown. Fishtown ain't nothing but Kensington before you get to Kensington. It's that's what they ought to call it, Princeton. You know what I'm saying? But in the first Rocky movie, they in Fishtown. We wasn't missing nothing. Fishtown is straight ghetto. But I remember things in a certain type of way, especially the sexual abuse. It was a lot of, I hate to say it, but there was a lot of sexual abuse going on when we was coming up, and it was being excused.
Shit, a lot of teenage pregnancy too.
There are no teenage pregnancies now. All right, I shouldn't say none, but in comparison,
back in the day, man.
What?
Shit, anytime you got Cheryl Pepsi Rowley talking about "Thanks for My Child," and remember the song the bull put out talking about babies, they're having babies.
That shit was crazy, wasn't it? Listen, man.
I was like, damn.
And it's funny because they try to kick it like teenage pregnancy was a new thing. Meanwhile, our grandparents was having babies at 13, 14, 15 and shit. You know, we could talk about them. Well, I was a woman at the time. Fuck you talking about? You know,
property of your own environment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, of course, we can get nostalgic and talk about any era and glorify it and everything. But when you start asking the real pertinent questions, like, okay, since it was so great before cell phones and back in the day and all of that, how much money was you making in 1987?
oh shit. Thank you. Thanks for rubbing my face in there.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. I didn't have a job. My first job, I'm talking about I had an after school job.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at, it was my brother used to work at Society Hill Pharmacy. It was on 9th and South, right on the corner of the block. And when he resigned his position, he got me the job.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to come after school and go right there. So when I got, once it was right near 13th Street Project. So this is when they was coming in there for the Jordans and the Xanax. And they get high, please. This when they come in with the phony ass prescriptions. So the owner, the white guy who was the pharmacist, used to get smart with these people and expected me to step up and put these people out on fight with them. And that's how much you was paying me, son.
How much?
$25 a week.
Mm-hmm. And so, you was happy to get it.
Huh?
And you was happy to get it.
Yeah, and I was happy to get more than $25 a week too.
I understand.
I was the original person. I think LL came out with the song named Jiggling Baby because of me, because as much change I was taking out of the damn register.
I hear you, son.
Hey, and the thing about it is that I went to him asking for a raise. He was like, "No, I think we're at a good price point." So then when that was happening, it was like, "Well, the register's coming up short, Troy. Are you doing anything wrong with the register?" I said, "Do you feel like you paying me right? Because you know they ain't gonna tell me no." Well, yeah, we paying you right. All right. Well, why would I take anything from somebody that's paying me right?
Man, you crazy.
Then it just got to them, huh?
I say you crazy.
Hey, you think they're gonna tell you they're not paying you right, son?
Listen, I just would have kept my mouth shut about the situation. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Keep my mouth shut because I was working the register up the front and in the back.
Mm.
And I was Jordan all of them because I was coming home with knee braces from the pharmacy and everything. Go play ball, put the knee brace on like I was the shit on the court. Hey, bro, listen, those are the wonder years, man.
Without a doubt. All right, man, let's get on up out of here. We a little bit
no
over.
Problem, man.
All right, listen. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Thanks for taking this ride with me. All right.
Anytime, man.
All right, let's get on up out of here. I'll holler at you later.
All right, man. Be safe.
All right. My man Troy Diesel. On the microphone and the telephone. Let's do these birthday shout outs, y'all. I want to personally shout out my people's idiotic genius, Lorene Page. What's going on, sis? Ty Bridges and X-Ray Koala. What's good? Good to see you. Good to see all y'all. Appreciate y'all. All right, let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious October 3rd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. My man D. Bobby Stills. Happy birthday to you, my brother, and Robert J. Hale the third. Happy birthday to Erica Johnson, Lita Batista Dalgo. Happy birthday, and Angela M. Segura A. Santana, and Brownie Johnson, Danielle Simone, Ashley Lomas, Kamika Warren, Craig Edward, Angelique Marshall, Ayana Kimber, Tommy Lee Hamilton, and last but not least, Ollie Lear. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious March 3rd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, to rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, smash or pass. That's what we was talking about tonight, y'all. I know a lot of y'all heard smash. I'm sorry, it was smash or trash. Got me saying the same thing that I'm trying to get out of your head. Yeah, a lot of times when you hear, you may have been thinking like smash or pass, but no, this was like a hit smash, which is a good thing, popularity, you know what I mean? Or trash, which like, well, I don't have to explain what trash is. I mean, we all have our different opinions. We all have our different perspectives on what we think is good or should be promoted or should be that shit, and things that we think like garbage. We don't always have to agree. We can have a healthy discussion and we can have some fun. Speaking of fun, I want to tell y'all that I appreciate y'all coming through tonight on this Power Monday. I needed a little pick me up. Y'all may have needed it too. So I thought we would make tonight's show a little bit light. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. We will be back tomorrow night, 2 a.m. in the morning. Y'all know how we do during the week. So make sure y'all come on through because we're going to be talking about some fly shit tomorrow too. Watch. You think we won't when we will? When y'all, just as an FYI, when y'all finish watching the show, if you want to go back and watch the show, like if you feel like you missed something or whatever, the chat won't be up until like 12 hours later. I don't know why they do it like that, but I guess they gotta, I don't know, somehow process everything that was said in the specific time that it was said. Oh, I can't forget my man Elpidio Nunez. What up, my dude? So if you wanna go back and watch the show with the chat, wait until like when this show ends at 4, wait till like 4 in the afternoon and go watch the show, and then the whole chat should be up, something like that. So I would say 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but you still get the good audio if you go right back and listen to the show or watch the show, I should say. So with that being said, thanks for coming out. The final results of the poll after 16 votes was, has LeBron James been better than Michael Jordan overall? 69% people said no. 31% of the people said yes. Not bad. Go Bron. All right, y'all. Holla at y'all tomorrow night. Peace. All right, y'all. Oh, hit the like button, share the show, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget about that. All right.